Hi everybody, welcome to My Big Tidy Up. My name is DeDe. Thanks for joining me today. Now, if this is your first time actually finding my channel, well, welcome. I'm happy you're here. Here at My Big Tidy Up, I like to focus on decluttering, organizing, and every once in a while I'll take this show on the road and go to a different location and organize and declutter a different space other than my own. I also like to work on decorating and styling my home, cleaning, and tips and tricks just to make our lives a little bit easier. So if any of those things may be your jam, I hope you'll come back and see me again real soon. Now today, we're going to be talking about some of those tips and tricks and actually habits that I use that help keep my home clean and organized. Or at least it gives it the appearance of being clean and organized. We all have a life to live, so we can't always keep our homes clean, but I hope I can share with you today some tips and tricks that'll help you stay organized, keep your home clean, and it won't be that much work. So if that sounds good to you, stay with me and let's get tidy. Well, friends, one of the habits I've established that helps me keep my home feeling clean and organized is to always make my bed. Now, I know not everybody feels like they need to make their bed. I've heard people say, hey, why should I make my bed? I'm just going to be back in it in a few hours, which I feel you. I get it. That's a valid point. But here's another valid point. About a year ago, I heard this saying and it has always stuck with me. The saying is, the state of your bed is the state of your head. And I got to thinking about that, thinking about the difference in my room when my bed is made and neat and organized. It causes that domino effect where it helps me pick everything else up off the floor. But if the bed is trashed and not made, then it's like, oh, the whole room's shot. I'll get to it later. So I start my day off by making my bed, but here's something that might help some of you guys that aren't into making your beds. There's a new trend out there not to have a top sheet. Now, I'm old school, so I'm always going to have the bottom sheet, a top sheet, and then my comforter or duvet or something like that. But I know that a lot of people have been eliminating that top sheet. So if that keeps you from making your bed, get rid of it. If you're a person that's like, oh, I don't want to make my bed, I've got all of these decor pillows that I have to put on that just takes up too much time, then don't do it. Don't have those decor pillows. Or if you're a person that's like, you know what, I don't want to tuck all the corners in, then don't tuck all the corners in. Just make your bed, but make it your way. Make it as simple as possible so that you can accomplish that and have that off your list first thing in the morning. So once you're done, you've already got something accomplished before you even walk out of your bedroom. And like I said, it doesn't have to be hotel perfect. That's not how I make my bed. I can assure you, there's probably people watching this video right now that are like, oh, that's not how you should make your bed. But I make it my way so that it gets done. So eliminate the things that stop you from making your bed. Well, I've stepped across here to the primary bathroom because I thought, well, I'm up here making the bed. I might as well show you guys another tip that I use to help keep my bathroom looking nice in between major cleanings. Now, I think we all forget that sometimes when we're up here in our bathrooms, we're doing a lot of waiting. We're waiting for our straightener or our curling iron to get hot. Maybe we're waiting on our bathtub to fill up, or maybe we're waiting for the hot water in the shower. But regardless, we're waiting. Well, I have found that I can get a lot done, guys, just in the time it takes me to fill up my bathtub. And not even if I fill it all the way, I can really get a lot done. So I'm just going to show you today what I can accomplish just while my bath water is filling. Now, of course, I'm already bathed and I'm not going to waste the water. So what I am going to do is I've got the little spa tub, little pods. And so I'm going to go ahead and add one of those and just do kind of a cleaning, but I will turn the camera on, start the water, and we'll see what all I can do in this bathroom just while I'm waiting on the water to fill up.
I barely was walking. I've been trying harder all my life, 'cause I need to be perfect. If I could just be a little better, maybe you could be my salvation out of here. I can get it off, we are never done. I'm Julian, baby, you are like the sun. Pour out your love, fill me to the top. Let me hear the champagne.
It does seem like we spend a lot of our lives waiting for something to get done, so I've just decided to take advantage of it and multitask my time. Like, for example, maybe I've got dinner in the oven and I've got 10 minutes left till it's done. Well, instead of just standing there tapping my foot waiting, I'll find some little project or a little spot I can clean up that will make the time go faster, something I can do that will lighten my load for later on. It's not major things, but little bits of time here, a little bit of time there, and before you know it, you've accomplished a lot. I mean, I could be going through the tunnel car wash, sitting in my car, and I'll think, oh, this is a good time to clean out my purse. Oh, this is a good time to tidy up the glove box. So just take advantage of time. What's normally a downtime, make it a productive time. Okay, I have stopped the water. Now, I did not fill this tub up all the way because I know since it's a jetted tub, it does hold more, and I wanted you to have a real truthful time frame reference. So I think I filled it up to about what it would be like for a standard tub. But while that was going on, here is what I was able to accomplish. I was able to completely wipe down this entire countertop. I was able to clean my husband's sink, my sink, my mirror, my husband's mirror, wipe around the tub somewhat, not all the way. I'm not going for perfection, just trying to keep things caught up. I wasn't able to get completely behind, but other than that, I did wipe all of this down, and I was able to wipe down my vanity countertop. I didn't get my mirrors, and sometimes I pick and choose. Maybe I'll get that next time, or maybe I will wipe down the water closet area instead. But I was able to accomplish all of that just while I waited on my tub. Tip number 3, set a cleaning schedule. Make a cleaning plan and make a plan that works well for you. We all have different lives. We all have different schedules, different responsibilities. So it doesn't matter what your neighbor does. It doesn't matter what your mother-in-law does. What matters is that you set up something that works well for your family. Maybe you want to take 15 minutes each day and you want to work on an individual room. Like Mondays, I do a little extra in the kitchen. Tuesdays, I hit the bathrooms. Wednesdays, I hit the bedrooms. Or maybe you want to break it up by chores. Maybe just a little bit each day. Maybe I'll run the vacuum on Mondays. I'll clean the bathrooms on Tuesdays. I'll dust on Wednesdays. That kind of thing. You get the idea. And I'm not talking about major deep cleaning. I'm just talking about a little each day that will help keep your home clean and organized and make you feel caught up, so that when you do have your weekends or your designated day that you do the majority of your cleaning, it's not such a long process because you've already been keeping on top of it by just doing a little bit each day. Now, this next tip, you guys might think I've gone off the deep end, and this may not be an issue for you, but sometimes when I need to tidy up my home, things can get behind because I get sucked into the world of the internet. Maybe I'm on my laptop, or I've got the iPad out, or I'm checking social media on my phone. I get lost in the black abyss of the internet, and so what I do is I make myself, even when I'm looking at my own channel, I make myself take an intermission. So let's say I'm on Instagram. Before I go to Facebook, I need to take an intermission, get up and do something. Maybe you're a reader. Maybe you're not really into the internet or social media. Well, when I finish a chapter, I make myself get up and get a little something done. Maybe it's a good time to transfer my laundry. Whatever it is, I try to give myself a little bit of a break because these are activities I enjoy. So I go do something and then I get the reward to come back for the next chapter. And one of my favorite times to take an intermission is during commercials. I've learned recently, my kids taught me the FOMO, the fear of missing out. Well, a lot of times if we're trying to relax and enjoy an evening with our family, we don't want to get up in the middle of the show and go do something. So I just always try to make the most of my time. I give myself an intermission to get something accomplished. And it's kind of like the bathtub. You'd be surprised what you can get done during a commercial.
Come back 'cause you'd rather stay out with another, talking to strangers and make out spontaneous.
This next tip is about seeking out those hidden places. Those places that we all have, either in a drawer or behind a door, and before you know it, they start trickling out into our main areas. Now, it's obvious if the dishes are stacking up in the kitchen, we know it's time to clean the kitchen. But it's those hidden places, out of sight, out of mind, and we all have them. Here's one of mine. I have several, actually. It's my Big Tidy Up closet. I've been doing some projects, so I've moved things around. And these right here, y'all don't judge me. The scent booster beads that we put in our laundry? I've been saving the containers. What for? I don't know, but I'm going to think of a cute thing to use those for. Anyway, the tip is keep your eye on those hidden places. Don't be afraid to open up those drawers, look behind the doors, and just take a few minutes each week, maybe when you walk into each room, just to open those hidden spaces and make sure that they're tidy. Because once those areas get full, well, there's only one place they can go, and that's out into the main living area. So take care of your hidden spaces. And here you have it. The closet has been tidied up, and now the hidden space is back in order. Now, if I had waited and not checked this and let it get out of control, done a couple more projects, moving containers in and out, then it would have taken me a lot longer. And I would rather do a sprint than a marathon. Now, I'm not a runner. I'm just using that as an example. I really don't want to do either one, but I would rather do short bursts and keep these hidden spaces caught up than have a marathon closet cleaning day. Here's another one of my little places that needs some attention. I told you guys I had more than one, that's for sure. Now, I'm just going to do a quick little tidy up. Would it be great if I would pull the basket out and organize everything? Sure, it would be. But you know what I've come to realize? I've come to realize that doing something is better than doing nothing. And sometimes good enough actually is good enough. This next tip is about making cleaning as convenient as you possibly can. And I do that by having everything I need nearby. If I have to make a lot of extra steps, it just might not happen. So here underneath my kitchen, I have everything that I'm going to need to clean in this area, plus a little caddy in the back for a nearby bathroom that doesn't have a lot of storage. Because if I can have everything nearby, that's just one less excuse that I have not to do something. Now, our primary bedroom and bathroom are upstairs, so if I don't have everything that I could possibly need up here, well, that would require me going down the stairs. And let's be honest, that could be a deal breaker. So I try to make sure that I have everything I'm going to need in every area. And I've even got an extra bathroom over here, and you could see it wasn't that many steps. But sometimes when you're tired and you're unmotivated, if I don't have it right away and right nearby, it just might not happen. I know we can't always make cleaning fun and quick, but we definitely can make it more convenient, because if it's more convenient, it does increase our odds that we will actually do it. Well, one thing that's been so convenient for me is keeping a multi-purpose spray in a heavy traffic area. It is so convenient. I'm a big fan of multi-purpose sprays anyway, but if I have it here in this area, then I'm just a couple of steps away from going to the living room and tidying up. Tip number 7, find a home for everything. A place for everything and everything in its place. Now, sometimes that can be easier said than done, but if you will find a designated spot for everything, then it really will eliminate your drop zones. Now, right now, we have our junk drawer here in the laundry room. Is that convenient for you? It might not be, but it is convenient for us. And this is the home for the junk drawer. Just like underneath here, we keep all of our crock pots and our roasting pans and all of those supplies down here in this cabinet. It works for us, and these are their designated homes, so they're not just strung out through the house. So find a place for everything. Tip number 8, going, gone. But I really should have titled it Declutter, 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 because the easiest way to keep your home clean and organized is to have less things to clean and organize. So I've been keeping declutter baskets in some of my problem areas in my home. Just like we want to make cleaning easy, make decluttering easy as well. And recently, I cleaned out my decor closet. And I've decided that I'm going to keep a declutter basket right down here as well. Since I have been guilty in the past of buying unnecessary decor, this basket is like my visual reminder. So if I'm down here and my shelves are getting a little full and I'm looking at it thinking, oh, I think I need to go buy a new piece, that basket will remind me, DeDe, do you really need that? If you buy something new, is it just going to end up in this basket in a couple of months? Tip number 9, establish a nighttime routine. Now I know by the time we get to the end of the day, we are all emotionally and physically exhausted. But the nighttime routine that I've set up is super simple because I'm not going to set up something that I'm not willing to do. So my nighttime routine really only consists of 3 things. I just make sure the remotes are back in the living room. I wipe down my kitchen, and then I wipe down the powder room with a Clorox wipe. And you know, I've really come to enjoy that few moments of quiet. I think about the day, I think about what I've got going on the next day, and you know, I've never headed to bed with regret from doing my nighttime routine. However, on the rare occasion I skip it, I do regret it because I know it's waiting for me in the morning. There's just a whole new attitude that comes when you start the day knowing that you're ahead of things. Well, friends, that's it for today. It's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned some new tips and tricks that you can use in your own home. Or maybe if you didn't learn any new tips or tricks, maybe it reminded you of something you used to do that you can start doing again. Because if you're like me, sometimes I will learn a cool tip, trick, a new hack, and use it, and then I kind of forget about it. And then later on I'll go, oh yeah, I used to do that. That's a cool idea. I need to go back to doing that. So I hope you learned something new today, or if not, I hope it jogged your memory over something you used to do. Either way, I'm thrilled you're here. But if you didn't learn anything new, or if it didn't ring a bell with anything you used to do, I hope that you take away from this video that what you're doing is enough. That doing something is better than doing nothing. We are all kings and queens of our own castles, and it doesn't matter what everybody else does in their own castle. We just have to take care of ours and do the best we can. I hope you feel encouraged and motivated from today's video. I appreciate you being here. Take care of yourself, and until I see you next time, stay tidy.